What's up, y'all? Welcome back to TheeMuses. Hey, 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 hey. I be having my own little party, y'all. But welcome back to our channel. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If you are new to our channel, welcome to TheeMuses. I'm your girl TheeMuse, and I'm honored to have you here. So I know y'all are probably like, you ain't painting, you just sitting here, you just looking cute. I know, I said I was gonna start painting, but a lot of things happened today and I just couldn't get around to it. But I promise you my painting video is coming. Possibly tomorrow, but don't quote me on it, but it's coming, y'all, it's coming. So if you are not subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I want you to be a part of our community. You know, welcome. I want you to be a muse. I want you to be a part of our union. So I've been married to my beautiful wife, Adrian Muse, for 10 years now, but we've been together for 12. I know. I hear the applause. I'm so happy. Every day with her has been pure bliss, happiness, joy. Of course, we are not perfect. We have our ups and we have our downs, but we are all still human, and at the end of the day, we still love each other. So that's my queen. That's my rider. I know y'all probably wondering, like, okay, so, you know, Janika, you know, I'm in a relationship and I'm just trying to keep things spicy. I just want to make sure my lover feels appreciated, you know, make sure my lover knows how much I love them. And it's just like, what tips do you have, or how do you keep things spicy being in a relationship with one person for 12 years? And I'm here to give you some of the tea, but not all of it, because y'all can get all the tips and tricks. So listen up and let's just get into this video. The first thing that I like to do is understand your lover's love languages. I think that's important, because if you know how your lover loves to feel loved and feel appreciated, then I think it will help you when you're trying to do things for them to make them feel special, to make them feel appreciated. So make sure that's the first thing you understand about them first, because just because, you know, one thing is your love language doesn't mean it's theirs. You know, one thing I'll say about me, I used to work at Edible Arrangements, and, you know, I used to cut the fruit, dip the strawberries in the chocolate, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I would cut up some strawberries, or, you know, cut up some fruit, make it all cute and stuff, dip the strawberries in chocolate. Yes, there is vegan chocolate, y'all, so you can have some chocolate covered vegan strawberries, and, you know, make little coconut drizzles or little chocolate drizzles, or, you know, you can spell I love you or however. And, you know, when me and my baby be sitting in the bed watching TV, you know, sometimes, you know, if you eat dinner, you know, it settles a little bit. You get a little hungry, a little snacky for something sweet. You know, you got to have your sweets late at night. So with that in mind, I present to her without her even knowing. I just like, oh, I got something sweet for us. You know, she might be thinking I'm coming in with some cereal. Who knows? But, you know, I'll come in with the chocolate covered strawberries or the fruit medley. And she'll really appreciate and love that, because it's like me not forgetting ways that makes her feel like she's being thought of. It's nothing to just bring in, like I said, some cereal or some candy and like, here, there go you something sweet, but to put a little bit more effort into it, like I did with the chocolate covered strawberries and, you know, the little coconuts on top. She appreciated it and she loves it, and we ate it. We ate every single piece of it, and it was delicious. Yeah, so that's the first thing I would do. It's a little, you know, a little insider, so take that, do what you will. But try that tonight for your lover. You never know. Another tip that I like to do, you know, Adrian paints a lot, or, you know, we exercise, we go on bike rides, and I know our days are long, and I know sometimes at the end of the day, sometimes it's a shower day, sometimes it's a, you know, let me run a bath and just soak, you know, get some quiet time, meditate a little bit. I'll run her a bath. You know, I'll put all her favorite oils in there, make sure the temperature is nice and hot, make sure it's smelling good, light some incense, make sure the bathroom is clean, honey. And then, you know, put some rose petals or something on the floor, have their favorite music playing, and just really go all out. Like, take things a step further. You know, like I said, you can always just run a bath and, you know, be like, oh, babe, I ran you a bath, and, you know, put some Epsom salt in there and that's it. But how can you take it a step further? What else can you do to set the mood in the bathroom? What else can you do that makes them feel like, oh my gosh, I'm really winding down. Oh my gosh, I'm really relaxing. This is what I needed. Didn't even know this is what I wanted. But, you know, they're just surprised. They're shocked. They're impressed. And they enjoy it because it shows how much you actually thought of them. You know, light candles all around, big candles, just have them everywhere, line them up, spell something. I mean, just take things to the next level, you know, little tea light candles. I mean, they don't always have to be big, but you know, maybe have 2 or 3 big candles and then the rest of the tea light candles just surrounding the tub, or you know, have a board in the tub and like their favorite dishes, or you know, however you want to do it. You know, really know your lover, really pay attention and really understand them. And then to piggyback on that, another thing that, you know, I'm sure you probably already know of, but you know, give your lover a massage. You can never go wrong with too many massages. Everybody loves a good massage, from the feet to the back to the rooter to the doodah. We all love a good massage. And how can you take that to the next level? What else can you do to make this even more special? You know, of course you could just say, oh baby, lay down, turn over, let me give you a massage. But it's like, how can you really get into it? You know, how can you really step above and be better than, you know, the last time? So, you know, maybe have the bed made, maybe put some flowers on the bed, or you know, have like a little massage table if you have one or not. But like I said, it can be done on the bed. And have the oils too. You can even get a little bit more spicy, you know, dress up a little bit and say, you know, I'm your masseuse. And that can lead to other things, if you know what I mean. So, you know, you can always just take these tips and be better and do more for your lover. Like if you really love someone and you truly appreciate them and you want to show them that, taking these efforts is nothing, you know. And do it more often. Don't just do it when you want something, or do it when you know, messed up, or you know, you had an argument you're trying to make up. But just do it all the time, because it makes people want to really commit even more to the relationship, I believe. It makes them feel like they're in a secure relationship that they know can't be penetrated. And then speaking of flowers and roses, you know, you can always buy those too. What's their favorite flower? Or, you know, go to the store, grab that, you know, maybe, you know, with a little special note written on the inside. Or take it a step further, tap into your green thumb wherever you don't have one. Just try to figure it out and maybe plant their favorite flower, or plant a plant that they can actually see grow, and you know, put a little note with it so they understand the meaning of this plant and what this plant means to me, what it means to you, what it means about our relationship. And that's a whole different type of effort. That's like a deep, you really love me type effort, because it's not easy planting things. It's not easy to see them grow, because you know, it's research that goes into that. You know, you have to make sure you water it, make sure you have the right sunlight, make sure it's in the right position, the right temperature, all those things. And if you can do that, another little tip, trick that I have, try to do a different type of dinner date. You know, of course you can always make reservations at their favorite restaurant, or a restaurant that you guys love and enjoy, and have drinks and things like that. But how can you make it more personable? You know how you can make it more personable? Cook dinner yourself and have like a candlelight dinner somewhere in your house, or if you have a balcony or a backyard period, have a table set up with the, you know, the cloth, the chairs, the candles, and the flowers. You know, the flowers can lead to the dinner table, however, but you know, a nice little romantic dinner, I think that is nice, it's beautiful. Sometimes, you know, you kind of need time with your spouse to just kind of have conversations. You know, we always, you know, can eat and watch TV, and then you be around the hustle and the bustle of the restaurants, but sometimes just taking that personal space and that personal time and just really connecting, and it's just you two, I think it's beautiful. I think they really appreciate that, because it shows that you care, it shows that you're, you know, going above and beyond, it shows that you're taking a step out of your normal day-to-day routine, and you're just paying attention, and you're being really intentional with your actions. And if they don't appreciate that, then they don't deserve you. That's all I'm just gonna say. Another tip, of course, acts of service. All of those are acts of service. You know, like I said, whether it's giving flowers, making fruit, making dinner, massages, baths, all those are acts of service. And acts of service are pretty big in love languages. You know, they're not always the top, but you know, they're part of the love language. And for me, my queen loves acts of service. I love to surprise her. I like for her to not know, you know, how I'm gonna surprise her, even though she hates surprises, but I love to like, just be like, bam, here you go, baby, I got this, I thought about you. And she loves acts of service, and right now I'm going to actually do one for her. I told her earlier that I needed to go to the store to get something, probably for something that I'm gonna make for dinner tonight, but I'm actually going to go, because y'all know my queen loves her medicinal marijuana. And so what I'm going to do, I saw that she was running low on her weed capsules that she takes. And so what I'm going to do is not stop by the store. I'm going to stop by the dispensary and I'm going to get her some more of her capsules that I know helps her relax from a long day, because I don't know if y'all seen it, but my baby been painting, my baby been working. She actually just put out 2 original blueprint series of Anubis and Hatshepsut. And if you guys have not seen it, I'm gonna link it right here. I'm gonna put some photos in this video. I'm also gonna link it in the description box because it's only gonna be 25 prints available of each print. And we done already been selling them. So once all 25 sell out, ain't no more being made. And each print is going to have its own unique 23 karat gold leaf hand embellishments. So each print is not going to be the same as the other one. So make sure y'all click the link in the bio below so y'all can get y'all a print. And also the original pieces are available for purchase as well. So I'll make sure I link that in the description box below. But yeah, you know, like I said, my baby been working hard, so it's only right that I surprise her. And then when the time comes and she's gonna be like, oh my God, babe, I forgot I need to go get some more capsules, I'm gonna be like, bam, I got you, baby. I remember. Come to mama, give me some tea. Anyway, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. So let's go to the dispensary. I'm on the way to go get my baby's capsules. She doesn't know. I'm gonna surprise her. She's gonna be like, oh my God, baby, I love you so much. Go fill my face. So we stay by multiple dispensaries. There's a dispensary, oh man, probably like maybe 5 or 6 of them that's like near our house. But you know, of course we have our favorites, but I'm just gonna go to one that's up the street because they both, all of them sell, well, not all of them, some of them only sell the capsules that Adrian needs. But yes, I'm on my way to go get my baby's capsules. Very rarely do I ever like surprise her with the capsules because usually she's on it, but I think she slipped a little bit this time. But it's okay because I got you, baby, I got you. I'm going to try my best to film at the dispensary. They usually say you can't film. I don't know why, it's such a big thing, but you know, you gotta abide by these rules. But I'm gonna try to like hold it up. You won't see my face, but I'm gonna try to like hold it up so y'all could just kind of like see what the dispensary is and what it looks like. Also, comment down below and let me know what type of acts of service or love languages do you do for your partner that your partner appreciates. You never know, you might be able to give somebody some tips in the comment section, and you know what I'm saying, they might be able to spice up their night tonight. You never know. Alright, you guys, so I am leaving the dispensary. I got some footage. I hope you guys can see it. You know, like I said, they're really strict, and I feel like this guy was like watching me the whole time, trying to make sure I wouldn't record, but I got some. Yeah, so now I'm on the way to give my queen her capsules. But you know, I just kind of wanted to end this video with showing that, you know, this act of service is something that I actually like to do and pay attention to for my queen. So just, you know what I'm saying, keep it spicy. Let her know how much I love her and appreciate her for all the hard work that she does for us, for our family. And, you know, she's appreciated, she's loved. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Another video will drop tomorrow. And until then, thank you guys for tuning in. And your girl, TheeMuses, is signing out. I'm leaving. I gotta end this video. It's time to go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed to our channel. And until the next time, I'll see y'all later.